Hello, NoNameCon 2020. My name is Kostiantyn Korsun. I'll be talking about the country of unlearned lessons today. And I hope you guess what country I mean. It's a bit dangerous now in Ukraine to say where do you work. So I'm just regular, everyday, normal cybersecurity expert. I cannot see you and cannot hear you now, but I feel you. So, cyber wars became more than actual in modern world. Ukraine was on an epicenter of cyber attacks in 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017. Let's remind what happened on Ukrainian cyber battlefields. In May 2014, pro-Russian hackers intruded into Central Election Committee network and tried to misrepresent far-right candidate Dmytro Yarosh as a winner of president election. In December 2015, pro-Russian hackers intruded into Prikarpattia Oblenergo power station network, which led to blackout for more than 230,000 people for more than 6 hours in western Ukraine. In June 2017, attack against popular bookkeeping company caused huge damage for Ukrainian economy. Many companies had to stop their activities for weeks and even months. In 2016-2018, many types of malware affected energy and transport companies, media, banks, many other critical infrastructure objects. Whole world carefully watched the biggest cyber attacks. After similar attacks on the ground in 2014-2019, Ukrainian army became one of the most efficient in Europe. Has the same happened with Ukrainian national cyber defense and cyber security? Let's take a look and make our own conclusions. So let's begin with volunteers initiatives. Ukrainian Cyber Alliance, set up in 2016 as informal community of patriotic pro-Ukrainian cyber activists from Ukraine and worldwide. UCA united Falcon Flames, Trinity, Ruch 8 and Cyberjunta, Cyberjunta hackers groups. Main goal of UCA is protection from Russian cyber aggression. UCA took responsibility for many cyber attacks and cyber operations against Russian and pro-Russian politicians, persons, and organizations. Hacks of terrorists Pavlov, Mozgovoi, Ministry of Defense of Russian Federation, Russian First Channel, ANA News Channel, and other hacks. In October 2016, UCA leaked gigabytes of emails and other documents belonging to Russian political senior Kremlin official Vladislav Surkov and head of department in the Institute of the CIS countries Kirill Frolov, very close to Kremlin. Next initiative, Inform NAPRM. This is an information and analytical web media to keep Ukrainian and international audience posted about the Donbas war, the annexation of Crimea, and the activities of the Russian special services, as well as pro-Russian militants. NGO Inform NAPRM was set up in 2014. Their main focus is open source intelligence. They also revealed tons of evidence on Russian relation to MH17 crash. Bellingcat's researches are based on original Inform NAPRM's materials. Next initiative, Responsible Disclosure, FRD. It was set up by Ukrainian Cyber Alliance as well. I told on FRD in details at some cyber conferences, including international ones. At a glance, this was something like patriotic activists flash mob, when activists make public incredible facts of low protection of critical infrastructure, including governmental resources. It should be said, previous government didn't like FRD, but supported it unofficially because eventually it was useful for the country's security. Current government fabricated false criminal investigation against activists, and the project died in February 2020. So, what has Ukrainian government been doing since 2014? Let's consider facts and figure it out. More cyber centers had been set up for millions of dollars. However, they still don't work correctly. Law of Ukraine of main principle of providing cybersecurity of Ukraine. This law was adopted in 2017. The law is very weak and doesn't work now. It was born only because of Western partners' requirements to adopt any law on cyber, any. According to current valid law, 6 central authorities and 1 coordination center should provide national cybersecurity. All of them are governmental agencies. No private sector, no community, no NGO, no academia. Only total government. And, of course, such a system cannot work. Totalitarian draft law number 6688. It was about digital surveillance and against freedom of speech, freedom of the internet, freedom of access to information. Ukrainian parliament tried to vote it in 2017 and 2018, twice. But civil society and cyber community united and stopped it. and incredibly motivated blocking of about 100 websites by Ukrainian courts. Quotation from court's decision: to arrest intellectual property right which a website visitor gets by viewing this website. One more time. To arrest intellectual property right which a website visitor gets by viewing the website. More than 100 websites, including big platforms with millions of users like Enigma.ua, have been blocked. They are still blocked now. In November 2019, Vice Prime Minister, Minister of Digital Transformation, Mr. Mikhailo Fedorov, stated literally following: I think that the role of cybersecurity is a bit overstated. Vice Prime Minister. This is how my emotions look like on the previous statement. And of course, this is a picture of loyalty. Digitalization, GIA, and governmental digital services. Now about 4 million users have downloaded governmental application GIA. This name could be translated as action. Its security still haven't been proven. No documentation, no security reports, no open community research, nothing. Just trust us, guys, it's secure. In 2018 and 2019, FRD cyber activists let Odessa airport and authorities knew on critical problems with their cybersecurity. Odessa airport cybersecurity. In a year, in November 2019, unknown person defaced Odessa airport and placed a picture with Greta Thunberg on the airport video panel. Cyber police, Ukrainian cyber police, and security service of Ukraine's cyber department initiated a criminal investigation and conducted searches in FRD activists' houses with no results, of course. FRD activists arranged a press conference on this lawlessness. The criminal investigation is still open. In 2015, this gentleman had been arrested for a bribe. Now, he is a chairman of State Service of Information Protection of Ukraine, key authority responsible for national cybersecurity. I don't want to know his name. Don't want to remember. What else? Zero experience officer from the most corrupted department of Security Service of Ukraine has been assigned as head of Security Service of Ukraine Cyber Department. And now what this cyber department does. They hunt COVID agitators. They fabricate criminal investigations against activists. They purchased electronic surveillance complexes in 2 times more expensive than it should be. They catch horse and play football. What else? No improvement of cyber legislation since 2017. No one, nothing. $1 million and €1 million from United States, European Union, international organizations have been wasted. So, what all mentioned above mean, in my humble opinion? To be honest, the lessons have not been learned, at least by Ukrainian government. Critical infrastructure is still very weak against potential cyber aggressions, like in 2014, 2017. Private-public partnership still does not work in cybersecurity field of Ukraine. Ukrainian cyber authorities are still impotent because of lack of qualified staff, mainly. And those authorities ignore community-driven initiatives. Oh, this is just a funny picture, I like it. Do you like it? Local experts are very disappointed with the government's ridiculous effort to strengthen national cybersecurity and cyber protection. Everyone protects itself only, like many years ago. Sorry. Personally, I created at least 3 conceptions on how to build an effective cybersecurity system in the country. I presented them 3 times at cyber conferences. I met politicians and officials and tried to explain them what is wrong and how to improve it. No reaction, no positive changes. I met foreign diplomats from donor countries, and they nodded, yes, you're right, but continued financing of useless programs. So I have no ideas anymore. This is how optimism in Ukrainian national cybersecurity looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in such a sad reality. Sorry, I cannot inspire you and give you false hope. Our country is still not protected like in 2014. To make your mood better after this sad presentation, just look at that funny pictures from my personal collections and have some fun. This first one is about cat. Second one about proper English. Next one about pronunciation. And this is something like very hard to understand joke, but I like it. Oh, there is a positive news, although. US government is going to support Ukrainian cybersecurity for $38 million. And this is the biggest amount of investment in such a specific technical area. However, the main beneficiary of this large-scale project was determined, surprise, surprise, Ministry of Digital Transformation. I mentioned it in my previous slides. Just a reminder, head of the ministry still believes that the role of cybersecurity is a bit overstated. Vice Prime Minister. And this is the last funny picture for those who is going to celebrate this first conference day tonight. Is it really today's first or second conference day? I still don't know. Okay. So thank you very much, and we have enough time for questions and answers, or probably some other conversation, right? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
So thank you, Kostya, for this awesome and clear speech. And I'm going to read you some questions from our Q&A session. Are you ready to answer?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so the first question is, what are the worst current threats to Ukrainian government cybersecurity now? Attackers, insiders, or bad security culture? What do you think?
Actually, in our world, there are a lot of attackers, protectors, and many other threats. However, the level of cyber defense and cyber security depends on mainly depends on cyber culture, cyber security culture, level of knowledge, maybe skills, experience, people. It's a very serious factor. From my point of view, a cyber culture compared to other threats is a most important thing to build something better protection.
Thank you for the answer. We have another one. What's the best strategy of improving Ukrainian government cybersecurity? You share a lot of your thoughts and recommendations in your Facebook feed. Is there a better way?
So I've written all I thought on that on Facebook pages, on articles, and I created very big long reads on how to improve it. And now I still don't know. I have no better idea how to improve it. And it could be a very long speech from my end. So at a glance, very short, the government could not be a leading organization uniting all cybersecurity people in Ukraine to protect our country better. It should be something like mix of government, community, probably academia and science people, and many young people, skilled people, not very skilled people. It should be trusted communities, trusted unity, probably where people at least trust each other. Nowadays, community doesn't trust to government doesn't trust to anyone. All people do not trust to government and to commercial companies, etc. Something like chaos, where no one can trust to each other. So the target number one, from my opinion, it should be to set some organization, or maybe unity, or maybe I don't know which form it could be. Something where people can not trust, but can trust each other. This is, I think, it should be first step.
Thank you. And the next question is pretty interesting. Let me translate it to you. If you were head of Ministry of Digital Transformation, what would be your first steps?
If I be, it's absolutely fantastic situation. I won't be a government employee. never again, never again. So I believe that Minister of Digital Transformation shouldn't be, it's
I
not
will,
effective.
I will do my best to ensure that.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. You will. Thank you, Vlad, for your support. And yeah, I believe that this ministry is not useful for Ukraine now. This is my private opinion, because of many things. So it would be a long speech again. However, I believe that somewhere it should be something like government, community, and international donors organization responsible for cybersecurity in this country. And to set up such kind of organization would be very, very difficult. Because of untrust, because of lack of cooperation, lack of conversation between people. And by the way, thank you for NoName conference, which unites cybersecurity experts and professionals and many people related to cybersecurity. So the first step would be set up something like trusted organization, or maybe trusted unity of people, trusted community, maybe including government, including community, including commercial sector of cybersecurity, including somebody else, science, academia, etc. So if it probably if it happens somewhere, and I'll be involved in it, in such kind of activities, I will do my best to make people trust each other. It should be first step from my end.
Okay, thank you. And the next question is from Alexander Derkach. Will electronic petition on change.org change something?
No, that's a short answer. Nothing, absolutely nothing. No reaction, no response, no changes, no negative changes, no positive changes. Only Deputy Minister of Digital Transformation, Mr. Alexey Vyskup, said that my article on Facebook is stupid lie. Yeah, and this was only one response on it. I'm disappointed, and because of that, however, I expected some kind of this scenario. So this was my long answer, but short answer is still no, nothing. Thank you, Alexander, for your question.
And one more question. Is there any countries which steps in cybersecurity Ukraine should follow?
Oh, probably Finland. I like Finland approach because probably I know a couple of people from there, from Finland CERT, and how it works there, how they improve, how they cooperate with community, with business, with people within the country. Also, I've been in South Korea. They have very positive experience. However, I'm not sure that it could be applied for Ukraine because of lack of mentality, because of big differences in culture and approaches, into some relationships between government and people, etc. However, it works very good there. Many countries, I like how they cooperate and how they work. Mainly those countries are Germany, Great Britain, or France, mainly in the European Union. United States experience is very good as well. However, the strong role of government in this country, I'm not a big fan of that. So Canada, Australia, New Zealand, there are many countries we could follow too. However, Ukraine has unique way, so we have to stay at 0 point till now. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. The next question is really a nice question for debates from Alexander Derkach, but I will ask you it now. Is it possible to support market price for government cybersecurity specialists?
One more time, please.
Is it possible to support market price for government cybersecurity specialists?
Do you mean salaries?
Yep.
I don't think so. Actually, it's a big problem worldwide, not only in Ukraine. Government pays less than commercial sector everywhere. In Great Britain, in United States, in New Zealand, everywhere. However, a good practice would be to involve commercial services as an ad hoc or maybe external company providing services, some services, not all services, maybe related to cybersecurity, not completely whole cybersecurity at the government agency, but as freelancers or probably external services, partially supporting government's needs, how it works worldwide in many different countries. At the same time, I do not like idea when foreign governments finance Ukrainian government employees, paying them additional salary or additional money. It looks like probably foreign influence into our internal policy. So I do not support this idea very much. Probably it's some best way right now to fill the gap, great gap between salaries in private sector and salaries in governmental sector. Probably it's just a temporary solution, but I don't think it's a good idea generally. And to support government cannot pay private sector salaries. It's impossible everywhere, every time. However, it shouldn't be so great gap between those salaries. It should be probably 10 or 20, 25% difference between private sector and government sector could hire probably high-level expert, and those high-level experts could hire external companies for some separated external services to supply some part of cybersecurity or probably technical assistance. Probably this could be a good way from my point of view, but at a glance.
Thank you for this nice answer. And we have one more question in our Q&A session. And in Q&A section, maybe if someone wants to ask one more, you could type it right now. And the question is, what's the difference between cyber war and cyber terrorism if Russia attacks civil infrastructure?
I do not like term cyber terrorism. Terrorism is when somehow is died, somehow is killed because of criminals, yeah, terrorists. I do not. There is no cyber terrorism. Cyber cannot kill nobody. It's impossible. It could help with something, with communication, or probably if cyber terrorism switched off electricity in a hospital where people is lying under maybe some devices making them blood pressure. So they do not kill them directly. They switched off something which killed the some people or a person. So I do not like this term. There is no cyber terrorism. There is a regular terrorism which uses cyber technologies and IT technologies. So it's, again, this is my only private opinion. I do not like this term. I think terrorists just use cyber technologies, IT technologies, at some other advantages.
So, yep, thank you for your answers. Very good answers. Thank you for your speech, Kostiantyn. We are happy to have you.
Thank you.